Hello. Welcome to the Road to October. I'm your host, Ryan Lorenz. In this podcast, we will navigate baseball history through the lens of the Fall Classic. In this episode, we'll be covering the sixth game of the 1903 World Series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and Boston Americans. If you didn't listen to our previous episode about Game 5, no worries. We'll provide you a brief recap of what happened, but I recommend listening again to gain a comprehensive understanding of the events. Game 5 of the 1903 World Series was a one-sided contest that ended with the Americans bringing the series closer, winning 11-2. The Americans blew things open in the sixth inning by scoring 6 runs, brought about by a couple of triples from pitcher Cy Young and left fielder Patsy Dougherty. Boston continued to add on with 4 more runs in the 7th inning. Triples were the name of the game when Boston added another run in the 8th. Pittsburgh was able to add 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th with a triple of their own. Cy Young went the distance for Boston, giving up 6 hits, 2 runs, and striking out 4. The combination of Brickyard Kennedy and Gus Thompson for the Pirates gave up 13 hits, 11 runs, and were only able to strike out 4. Game 6 of the 1903 World Series took place on October 8, 1903, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. With the Pirates still leading the series 3-2, this game would either give Pittsburgh a chance to build its series lead back or allow Boston to tie the series. There were over 11,500 fans in the stands for this game at Exhibition Park. The first pitch of the game was at noon. Let's head down to the field for the first pitch of the significant game between Bill Dinneen and Sam Lever. It's the top of the first. Patsy Dougherty steps in, but grounds it to second baseman Claude Ritchie, who fields it cleanly. 1 away. Jimmy Collins then lifts a fly to Sebring in right. 2 gone. And Chick Stahl pops out to Tommy Leach at third. A quiet start for Boston. On to the bottom half. Ginger Beaumont, the fastest man in the National League, rolls 1 to second for the first out. Then, Fred Clark gets on with a slow roller to second. He legs out the single, a flicker of energy from these Pittsburgh fans. Tommy Leach then hits a grounder to shortstop and busts down the line, but Boston cuts Clark down at second. Leach stays aboard. Then, speed. He steals second, then moves to third on Lou Krieger's errant throw. One swing could give Pittsburgh the lead. Honus Wagner, the Flying Dutchman, steps in and pops out to shortstop. The threat's neutralized. To start the second inning, Freeman grounds out to the shortstop. Then, Parent reaches on a Leach error, but Candy LaChance hits into a 4-6-3 double play. In the bottom half, Dinneen quickly gets 2 outs. Bransfield flies out to right, and Ritchie pops out to third. Sebring sneaks a single with a ball hit to the shortstop, but Phelps swings through strike 3. Still zeros on the board. It's the top of the third. Routine outs for Ferris and Krieger, who ground out and fly out respectively. But then, pitcher Bill Dinneen singles to left, the spark Boston was looking for. Dougherty walks. There's 2 men on. Jimmy Collins, the player manager, steps in. A single to center. Dinneen races around from second and scores. Boston leads 1-0. Chick Stahl follows with another single. Dougherty is able to score from second, and Collins advances to third. Boston 2, Pittsburgh 0. Then Chick Stahl steals second. Aggressive, fearless baseball. Boston is putting the pressure on Pittsburgh. That pressure causes Tommy Leach to commit a fielding error at third, allowing Buck Freeman to reach safely, and Jimmy Collins to score. Boston now leads by 3. Parent ends the inning with a ground out to the pitcher, but the momentum has shifted. The pitcher, Sam Lever, grounds out to start the bottom of the third. Beaumont singles and steals second after a Clark strikeout, and then Leach pops out to second base. Bill Dinneen is locked in. Candy LaChance leads off the 4th inning with a ground out to third. Then, 2 quick hits put a runner in scoring position. Bill Dinneen then goes down the way of the K, swinging. Patsy Dougherty then hits a blazing line drive that eats Honus Wagner up. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Jimmy Collins steps in, looking to add to the Boston lead. He's unable to do so when he grounds out to Honus Wagner. No damage done this top of the half of the inning. Pittsburgh's looking for a spark. The best hitter on their team, Honus Wagner, leads off. He hits a weak grounder back to the pitcher, 1 out. Then the Pirates build a little momentum. A hit from Kitty Bransfield and a walk from Ritchie. The tension's building, but Sebring grounds into a force and Bransfield is able to advance to third. Phelps can't deliver when he grounds out to second. Pittsburgh just can't find the timely swing. On to the top of the 5th. Chick Stahl's leading off for Boston. He triples into the gap. Freeman lifts a fly ball deep enough, Stahl tags, and scores. Boston now leads 4-0. Then, Freddy Parent is hit by a pitch. He snarls, takes his base. LaChance then steps in. He flies out to center. 2 outs. Then, Ferris steps in. He singles up the middle into the outfield. Parent races home. Another run. The lead is up to 5. Lou Krieger ends the inning with a ground ball to Honus Wagner. In the bottom half of the inning, Sam Lever grounds out to the opposing pitcher. Then, Beaumont singles again, his 3rd time reaching base. And he steals second again. Pittsburgh is threatening again with a runner in scoring position. But Bill Dinneen locks in. He strikes out Fred Clark and then gets Leach to fly out to center field. Bill Dinneen is looking dominant. Boston starts the 6th inning with a Bill Dinneen ground out to 3rd. Then, Dougherty reaches on a walk. But Collins and Stahl both fly out to end the top half of the inning. In the bottom half, it's another 3 up, 3 down for Bill Dinneen. He is cruising. Wagner grounds out to first, Bransfield pops out to the catcher, and Ritchie also pops out to the catcher. Buck Freeman starts the 7th inning with a strikeout. Then, Freddy Parent launches the triple off of Fred Clark's glove. LaChance is now up, and he laces a double to left to bring home Clark. 6-0. Hope Ferris then flies out to right, and Lou Krieger ends the inning with a fly out to center. Boston has built a substantial lead, and the Pirates are running out of time. Sebring leads off the bottom half of the inning with a single. Ed Phelps follows up with another single. Sam Lever steps in and is able to advance both runners with a ground out to second. 2 on, 1 out. Ginger Beaumont then singles to center, and Sebring scores. Phelps advances to 3rd. The score is now Boston 6, Pittsburgh 1. Then, Fred Clark splits the outfielders with a double. 2 more runs score. Suddenly, Boston's lead is only 3 runs. Tommy Leach then flies out to right field, and Honus Wagner is now at the plate. Clark even steals 3rd for good measure, and Honus Wagner eventually draws a walk, followed by another walk by Bransfield. The go-ahead run is now at the plate. This is the most pressure that Bill Dinneen has been under all afternoon, but Ritchie grounds out to end the rally. Still, Pittsburgh has life. The 8th inning is a pair of clean shutout frames for both pitchers. Both sides are set down in order. We head to the 9th. In the top of the 9th, Boston goes quietly. 3 routine outs. If the Pirates are going to make a comeback, they are down to their final 3 outs. Beaumont again singles. This man refuses to quit. And this is just the way that the Pirates are looking to start. But Fred Clark then lines into a double play. Just like that, the wind leaves the sails. One last chance. Tommy Leach lifts a foul ball behind home plate. Lou Krieger squeezes it. 3 outs. That's the end of the game. Final score from Exhibition Park, Boston 6, Pittsburgh 3. Boston survives the late scare and takes another crucial win behind Bill Dinneen's masterful pitching and timely hitting. I'm Ryan Lorenz, and this has been The Road to October. Join us next time as Boston looks to take the lead in the series in Game 7, when we get a pitching matchup of Cy Young versus Deacon Felipe. Until then, thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time on The Road to October.